What up, geckos? I'm sorry, I realize not everyone likes to be called gecko. At my at my home, it's the highest form of compliment. But how's everyone? Terrible start. Um, I was home today. Wasn't feeling too great, and the only thing that could cheer me up was some books arriving around 3 o'clock in the afternoon, which is really early for me to be getting my mail. Usually, it's about 6. Uh, I lost a couple eBay auctions, which is fine. I always find if you're winning all your auctions, then you're bidding too much. So you have to have a loss ratio up in there to um, quantify. I beg your pardon, I'm a little sniffly. I just took my allergy medicines. Let me recover. Okay, how's everyone? Uh, Maybe a month ago, PGH Zombie, one of my go-to channels most Mondays, and he had this video where he was sharing his two from the tomb, and one of them was Arkham Asylum, Dave McKean, Grant Morrison, amazingness, and then the other thing he had was this kind of bunk Batman digital comic, and I just kind of felt bad for him because he said he was a kid when he got it, and it depressed him, and he had to like trudge through reading it. It was terrible, and that just reminded me I too have a digital comic. Uh, I shared this several years ago when I got those Daredevil, Sienkiewicz, Miller trades. I freaking could not get through Elektra, so I thought I got to get something with Sienkiewicz and Miller that I can read, and that Daredevil trade I really liked it. But this thing right here by Mike Sands, I'll call him. This is another one of those computer generated comics, and even the lettering is just terribly just, it's construed in such this academic way. Nothing is by hand, and it literally is like what a robot would think a comic book is. I think this guy Mike Sands mostly does adult comics now. I don't know. I think I saw a little documentary on this thing, but this, I don't know. It's pretty much garbage, but it's okay. I've shared it before, and I actually generated some interest for it. You know, I stimulated some buzz on the book. It's just kind of funny how that happens, you know, when you don't intend to promote something, and maybe someone says, I want to, if I ever see that, I'm going to pick that up just because I didn't know about it. It's just kind of funny. I guess there really is no bad press, even for bad books. That's okay. Maybe I'll reread it sometime. See, I self-perpetuated it. Even I got myself thinking, maybe it's pretty good. No, it's... I'm just going to show this again because it's so pretty. And I got another one of these that will kind of bounce off of it. But I've been getting these heavy metal magazines. There's 271. I think it's really gorgeous, man. It's blonde. These heavy metal magazines have become really collectible since I guess Asylum Press has been doing them. You can get like an entire year of them from the 80s for like $30. But if you want the more recent ones, I don't know what's going on with this magazine. I'm going to fix that. I'll be right back. Much better. So here's the new one. I just got this today. I went for an affordable copy. It's issue 277. Oh, this is the oldest of the Manions. These all have like 2 covers, I think. I don't want to settle for someone's subby copy with their. Sometimes they'll even cut their little name box off. Don't do that. Use a Sharpie, and I understand they don't want their name on it, but dang. Yeah, man, this heavy metal magazine is cool. The Steve Manning story is called Dirt. The last time. Whose story is this? This is nice. This first story is by Frank Forte. He's pretty much the man at Heavy Metal Magazine. This is a story he did called Transaction. He's the painterly guy. I think, who's that on the cover? Looked like it said Zio. Front cover, Luis Rojo. Luis Rojo. That is nice, man. You know, a lot of the Game of Thrones people like to see a little blonde with some dragons. This might be more like little winged terror bats, though. But that's what it made me think of. Anyway. Yeah, man, that Forte. That creep could paint. Anyway, let's get to the Manion. The last time I bought one of these, I kind of scored some early Peach Momoko. The story is called Dirt. It's all Manion. I don't know if it's necessarily a Fearless Dawn story. Should have done this in the daylight. Days are getting a little longer. Shadows are getting more jagged. This is cool, man. I'm a Manion fan. I just bought a piece off of Manion. He hasn't shipped it yet, but yeah, I won an auction directly off of him. Full color piece. I'm really excited for it. Yeah, this looks like Fearless Dawn. I discovered Manion on those old paper cuts. Tales from the Cryptors. The story is longer than I thought. This is a full-blown, cool, full-color thing he did here. Nice. I can see why these are collectible. Sorry, I was just having a moment with that cover. Got lost. I got lost. Watch out. Yeah, if you see these, you know, a lot of times if you go to a show or a shop, they'll have an egg crate, maybe like with some LPs, maybe some like Life magazines, and then, you know, sometimes they'll have some heavy metals. I don't know if you're gonna find these newer ones, but if you do, man, and they got some of these, I say get them. I say just go for it and get them. You're not gonna be sorry, because they're great. They're really great. Let me do this real quick. Booyah. Booyah. I don't know how people could not have tape on their comics, man. I love tape. Tape is great. Tape is great. I be banging when it comes to tape. That's right. I be banging. I'd be banging out some tape. Oh my God, so pretty. I'm just gushing over that cover. I love it. I love that cover. All right. Guess what we got? Guess what we got? Well, I got my big old Sharpie here. It's a legend killer right here. That's what I call this one. A legend killer. Did me some Mile High. Yeah. Lone Star, man. $6.50 for shopping on eBay. I would love to buy directly from them. Save a little money. Have them get all of it. I can't navigate their store. Maybe one of you guys can kind of hit me to that. I don't know how to find stuff on the Lone Star site. Maybe I'm just not looking at it right. Maybe it's because I'm looking at it on a phone, but it's not really accessible. I'm never quite sure what I'm looking at. Or maybe I'm just being over dramatic about it. I don't know. I don't think I am. But the Lone Star, eBay, $6.50 shipping, and then I think 15 cents each book after that. So still the best still in town. I mean, I love it. There was like a couple of things I kind of forgot to buy though, and they processed this one so quick. They were on it. Honestly, I never had a chance to like add on, which was kind of good. So, whew. All right. There's a couple of doubles in here because there's a book that I happen to love the cover to, and let me get my lumbar support going. I haven't been really good about sending stuff out into the community. I've been kind of one-sided. I've been winning contests, been getting some AOKs, and I haven't been reciprocating, which I know isn't a requirement, but you know, we're communal folk. We like to give, and receiving is kind of exciting. It's a thrill, and I like to advocate that. I just haven't been. The post office, I only go to when it's something that's really important, but I do want to step it up as the world starts to feel a little better and I get more comfortable in society, to go out to the post office more and send some stuff out. So I got some doubles in here. So I'm taking a 1 minute long trip to say. So there's going to be some doubles. I got this right here. Doesn't look like much. What is this? Simpsons 7? Might be thinking, kind of ho-hum. You know, you didn't really bring it on that one, but I'll show you why I got it. Not that's what I think of you, that you just be like, kind of like, yeah. But believe me, it's a Simpsons tightrope circus cover. I mean, fine. However, and you're saying, well, whatever to your however, I know, but still, get a load of this. Now you're on board. McBain Comics. Yes. These Simpson early books were flip covers. And that is cool, man. I love McBain. I'm telling my brother, man, they got these Super 7 McBain figures. Oh, God, they're good. The only thing I want on top of that is the McGarnagle figures, but I think Clint Eastwood might have something to say about that. When I was a kid, I loved Arnie. Not that I fell out of that. It's just, time overshadows my thrill for Arnie, but Nothing could take away from seeing The Predator for the first time. The Predator, when I first saw it, that movie scared me. You know how, like, most people can't go in the water, the ocean after Jaws when they're younger, or in the shower after you see Psycho? I couldn't go anywhere after seeing The Predator. I was 6 or 7. I couldn't be in the bathtub. I couldn't be in the backyard. I couldn't be in the garage. I don't know. It's like I'd already seen Predator 2 in my mind. I knew he was coming to the city. I knew he wasn't going to stay in the canopy jungle. I just knew the Predator was going to, like, find his way into suburbia. I was scared. I was scared, man. That Predator. I thought Duke or Dutch. I thought he did a solid service forcing that dude to self-detonate. That was scary. That's the one I needed for my Angela run. Greg Capullo's Angela, man. What can you say? I mean, I got a gross of these frickin' Tarot Witch the Black Rose books. And I think what it is I'm obsessed with this long-haired, wavy, sword-wielding, axe-wielding redhead. And I'm just chasing that, and I'm sad. I know Neil G made her, and now she's Thor's Prima, or I don't know what she is, but man, when she was like this avenging angel, that trophy, and she's like a predator for spawns. Yeah, and she's boutacious, flowing red hair, negative eye. That moment in the Leguizamo Spawn movie when she has that two second walk on was the thrill of my teenage life. Man, you ever seen that Michael Jai White footage that got cut out of Kill Bill? I don't know what volume, but man, I think they took it out because it was intentionally made to look like kind of hokey, kung fu flickery. But if you've never seen that on YouTube or something, I'm guessing it's a deleted scene on the deluxe edition. So I'm showing this out of order already. I always wanted this Huntress little mini series. This artist, Mike Netzer, I believe he's Israeli. He might be in Israel now. I don't know. I don't know if he's been in the United States for a while, or maybe he's been here quite a while. I forget. But he's got a Wikipedia, Mike Netzer, and he's one of those guys that does the Frank Miller style, like what's his name, Scott McDaniel and Tim Sale and Danny. You know, they paint like it's permanent midnight. I always had a couple, like 1 or 2 issues of this. Never even seen this cover. But this is like Huntress, I don't know. Second series, probably second series. Well, kind of minimalism. But sorry if I'm just not killing it with lighting today. Yeah, fool. I did not like looking back into those eyes. My brother told me a story about if you ever want to look up something interesting, look up Woody Harrelson on Wikipedia and then check out his dad. Pretty interesting story there. I didn't want to get into it, but the fact that the Woodmans played Cletus Cassidy and I forget what Mickey's last name was. Pretty trippy backstory. I mean, I never watched the show much, to tell you the truth, but my brother told me something once about Sons of Anarchy. They were talking about this male character, I forget, I don't even know who. And they were saying something like, well, he ain't his father. And I guess his father was, you know, somewhat high ranking and a respected member or what have you. And that kind of sums it up, man. We ain't our fathers. Some people are. Some people live up to who their dads were, but you know, some people just gotta be who they are. Can't necessarily chase dad's footsteps. So that's good. I've always liked Woody Allen, Woody Harrelson. Woody Allen's another story, man. The Ant-Man. So here's the one I bought Maltese on. God, these are such nice bags if it just weren't for that. I buy the crap out of this cover because it's a Sam Keith cover and it looks like he's drawing Power Man and Nightcrawler in fisticuffs. Or actually in strangulation cuffs. I just love this cover, man. I'm gonna try to get, I got a couple copies. I'm gonna try to get a copy out to people I think would want one. Kinda. What condition did you call this Lone Star? VG. Alright. Their VG looks like a straight up G, but it's alright, man. They're always cutting us slack. Now I'm kind of in that position where I might be sending someone a kind of jacked up comic. Oh. Speaking of Mannion, here's one that's going to conclude my paper cuts Tales from the Crypt. This is the Mannion I needed. That's 7. These are always 2 stories. I remember this book fondly. Manny did a couple interior stories. Not a lot. I mean, he did a couple of them, though. Anyway, glad to have my Tales from the Crypt run completed. I once sold these at a yard sale a long time ago. Now I get all the fun and excitement of buying them back. Got another one of these. This is a fine. Alright, so this will be a better one to give to a friend. I'll give people my best. Give them all you got. Give till it hurts, right? Keep it for my own private PC. Yeah. There's no loyalty Like the loyalty one holds for their own private PC. Another McBain. And this isn't just a back cover, this is a full-blown McBain. Oof, $3.99. Whoa. Poster included. This is crazy, huh? Looks like it is a poster. Yeah. McBain 1. Giant poster included. This is interesting how they do this. Oh, it's like a fold-up comic. I did not know that. Interesting. Yeah, I don't need this. Got another Huntress. Mike Netzer. Yeah, man, I don't know. I think it's cool ass art. I'm just partial to these long raindrops that just they sheet out across the page like that. If you're gonna bite someone's style, make it frank. Interesting thing about, like, you'd want that original art. I bet it's kind of a mess. I bet it's a lot of sticky whiteout and Sharpie touch up. And it'd still be cool. You want to see like how they did every little scratch mark there, but that's the funny thing about some really truly amazing printed artwork is the originals. It's kind of chaotic sometimes to get that effect. Let's get these out of the way. Huntress one. This is the issue I had. I remember this one. Oh, and by the way, these all connect. The 4 issues, the other 2 would be the bottom of her face, or lips, or nose, or jaw. You've seen a face and the different features of it. I wouldn't be able to hold it all together, but just because I made us think about it now. So to have a mouth on it, it'd be kind of cool to put together. Anyway, lost my steam there. The thing about being a big guy, you could bring it for like 8 minutes and you're like, give me a brownie. I'm a fucking brownie over here. Dying. Okay. I got this. And the great thing about this cover is you get the whole face on one cover. You don't need 4 of them. It's all there. Adam Hughes, gender swap matter eater lad. Matter eater lad. It's a foxy lady. And it's a POV cover. Gushing toothpaste. It's great. Legionnaires. 13. Matter Eater Lad. I love Matter Eater Lad. Oh, we know we gotta bring him on over. All right. You know, he already knows. He's like, all right, let's do this thing. Yeah, he's chilling. He's in his like kickback position. Can't even find the light. But you can see how that's Matter Eater Lad. He's a tasty young lady. Gushing toothpaste. Right. So I got that in the PC. That's what I needed. A Matter Eater Lass. Whew. Alright, another one of these. Someone's like out there. Oh, geez, I know Rig's gonna send me one of those. Yeah, it might happen. Komiko. Alright. Send it, I guess. I don't know. Bullshit. That's what's gonna happen. Oh, wow. Like a little Huntress. Man, Huntress was the funniest part of that Emancipation of One Harley Quinn movie. Mary Elizabeth, John McClane's daughter. Okay, so there's the last bit of that mouth right there. I think it killed that. No one's ever gonna join these covers again. It's pretty good compared to bullshit. Man, oh man. What else has Mike Netzer done? I mean, I just want so much Mike Netzer. I'm like, this is great. How much did this guy do? I mean, shoot, we need more of this. How come this guy isn't like a household name? I really don't know. Greatness is in the eye of the beholder, but that guy's awesome. I bought a lot of the Spectre. I think this is volume 3. And I bought it because I found out that Kelly Jones inked issue 16. But while I was at it, I just got this lot. Issue 7, the Brereton cover. PGH Zombie shared that Tales from the Crypt, From Dusk Till Dawn comic, and I believe Brereton did the cover for it. Now those were some geckos right there, Seth and Richie. Do you want to do the glow in the dark real quick? Can we? All right, let me charge it up for a little bit, and then that'll be the end of the video. We'll look at the Spectre glow in the dark. Man, if I was a Spectre, I'd be going through all the realms trying to find that Spectre of Ondergeist. Oh, never mind. It's probably his daughter. Knowing his luck. Yeah. Spectre 14. This is like borderline Vertigo kind of comics. This is that sophisticated mystery horror kind of stuff. Why is he messing with the Pharaoh? Look at that dude. He just got the shock of his life. Yeah, man. You like Nile Blue? Have all the Nile Blue, man. In your face. 16. I remember when I was 12 asking my dealer at Frankenson's, like, what's with these? I had a higher voice at the time, a little higher. Jacobson's had just ascended. that right? Descended. They dropped. I don't know. And I asked my vendor, Kelly. No. What was my vendor's name? I had one named Kelly. I don't know. There's a guy I bought my book set at Frank's. And I said, what's with the Batman covers? And he said, I guess you don't like Kelly Jones. And I was like, Kelly Jones? Maybe I do like it. There's Kelly Jones' cover. He didn't do the cover, but he inked these interiors. You can see it in the shadows. I believe he's inking over Jim Aparo too. Jim Aparo is kind of like the Batman artist of the 90s. He did a really cool job. They let him do all of his swirly swirls. All those little ink blossoms. And this is a really nice job. Kind of a cool issue, man. It's like, you know, you take a really straightforward, just tell the story, no fuss, no muss art, and you put Kelly Jones on it, and he does all these flourishes. It's kind of cool because you can see that underneath it is just this really, really firm grasped storyteller using visual, and then you have Kelly Jones over just saying, we got the story, now let's make it interesting. He does all these crazy things, man. I like it. So here's a Mandrake cover of Spectre 18. These bags are bad, man. These are 20-year-old bags. I can't even save the boards. I don't care. No pets, no smoke. I think this guy, he didn't smoke, he didn't have pets, but maybe he ate ramen. Maybe he had a betta fish, picking up subtle factors of fish food. And these are cool covers. Yeah, it's practically Vertigo, right? I mean, this guy is Spectre. He walked the line. It's 20. Well, I'm just kind of glad to have some in my collection. Great looking character. I love the green and white. This looks like a Glenn Fabry cover, but I can't be sure. 21. Maybe it's not. Alright, so before we hit 40 minutes, yeah, and I need some quality time with my Matter Eater last book. Let's see how we're doing with this guy. Give it another minute or so. So I think I might have finally found some DR and Quench statues. I just got to get them over from Great Britain, and I'm really excited for that. I missed out on some book 1, Hall of Heroes, Trent Kanuga, Creed art. I was a little sad over that, but as I was telling my buddy Kyle Rowe, live to fight another day. Put those funds towards these statues if they're not gone by the time I load an eBay card. All right, we're at 40. All right, let's see how this looks. It's not doing anything. Oh well. Maybe someday. It's just not dark enough. Well, it's not glowing. Maybe it needs longer than that. Anyway. Suspension without suspense. Alright. Goodbye. Forlorn, non-glowing cover. No respect for the spectre.